Oh, hello. I'm still alive. Wow, 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 wow. Mostly, at least. It's been a week. I'll tell you guys all about it. We're gonna play Risk of Rain so I can babble mindlessly, which I know you guys love. And I don't know. I failed at beating Monsoon. And I wanna fucking rematch. So we'll see if I can do it. I mean, I've done it before. It's just I want to do it right now, you know? Um, I got all my cleaning done today, and I'm all ready to just relax and play. So let's get into it. Let me just get comfortable real quick. I was dumb and I didn't do this beforehand because I'm a potato. Okay, let's. Does anyone else sit cross-legged in their PC chair? Is that just a me thing? I don't know. It's comfortable for a while, and then all of a sudden my legs will start to hurt and my knees will be sore, and I'll be like, I'm dying. I need to move. So yeah. Okay. Whew. Let me just poke a couple things real quick. Make sure I'm on the right window. Okay. Cool. Let's get into it. Ooh, hot damn. Am I exhausted? I did some cleaning this morning. I did the dishes. We're gonna go monsoon. We're not gonna do any artifacts, and we're just gonna go huntress because that's my go-to. I did the dishes. I cleaned the kitchen. I made brunch. I woke up late. What else did I do? Oh, I fucked up Dean's computer. See, I bought him this computer table thing to put his PC box on because it's been sitting on the floor, and we have 4 dogs, which means a lot of hair gets inside of it, and a lot of hair gets like built up next to it. So I figured if we could lift it off of the ground, it would reduce the amount of hair that gets into it. And I had bought one for my PC recently too, so I was like, you know, it seems fair and reasonable to buy one for my lovely, wonderful husband who I love dearly and want only the best for. And so I bought that for him, and I just put it together a little bit ago. And he was like, I don't want to move my PC today. And I was like, okay, which is code for I'm gonna do it for you. And so I don't know, he's okay, so Dean likes comfort. He likes stability. He doesn't like change. So like even recently I bought him a new mouse and keyboard. And the thing is that I know if I leave it up to him, he won't set up the new mouse and keyboard for like 2 years. You know, he just won't. He's just like, but this one still works. And it's like, yeah, only barely. Can you please like try some? Why do I keep getting these shitty pauldrons? Hello? Anyways, but so like I am very different. If I buy something, I wanna use it, you know? Use it or lose it kind of vibes. And so I like waited till he was like in the bathroom, I think it was, and then I like replaced his keyboard and mouse and didn't say anything. And it took him a minute or two. Well, okay, so he noticed the keyboard relatively quickly, but like he only noticed the mouse because I was like, yeah, and your new mouse, and he was like, what? And I was like, oh, whoops. So yeah, he would have probably not noticed for a long while. But anyways, so Dean doesn't like change, so like a lot of the time with stuff like this I have to sort of like trick him into it in a way. That sounds bad. That sounds like I'm a bad person. I'm a good person. I'm trying to force him to enjoy the things that I get him. I think I said it last weekend. My gift-giving language is, or my my love language is gift-giving. And so I like to buy gifts for the people in my family, the important people to me. And so like, come on monsters, I need more money. Oh, there you are. Still not enough. Hello? Somebody come die by my hands, please. But so I know he wouldn't like do it himself, and he was like, me, I don't want to do it. So I was like, oh, can you walk the dogs for me? And then I like very quickly just did it myself. But he was playing a game, and I tried to be very careful when I moved to the PC, but I guess I must have hit the power button or one of the other buttons on the PC, because it rebooted. But he was in the middle of playing a game, and so I totally ruined it, and I'm a total asshole, and I feel really bad. Because it was not my intention to fuck him over like that. I just failed miserably at being a good waifu. So yeah, that sucked. Feels bad. But you know, the table looks good. I don't know what else to say. It feels bad. Die, bitch. But yeah, I don't know. It hasn't been too bad of a day, I guess. I got a lot of shit done, like I said. So that's nice. I have been a little bit overly stressed recently. I vaguely mentioned it like before this, at the beginning, but like this week has been really, really rough. So there are a few things in this world that like really, really like put me in a complete state of like severe anxious depression. That's a lie, there's lots of things. I forgot what that plant does. I didn't actually want that. But one of the ones that gets me really bad at work is fear of losing my job. Okay? It's like, the thing is I think I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. I used to work at this specific place, and one day they just fired me. They told me it was an at-will state, which means they could fire me without any probable cause or reason or giving me any information on it, and that they just didn't want me there anymore. This like came out of left field for me. I had not been in trouble before. The company wasn't necessarily struggling as far as like I was aware. It didn't make sense. And so it really, really fucked me up because I don't know. The thing is I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. Everyone fucks up things. And like personally, in my opinion, I don't think that's terrible. I know like a lot of companies are like, oh, we want perfectionists. But the thing is like, that's an unrealistic standard, and like, people can be perfectionists and still make mistakes. Mistakes aren't the end of the world. And from my standpoint, the big thing is that you learn from your mistakes and you fucking fix them. And you own up to it. My like biggest frustration is when people fuck something up, but they refuse to own up to it. They just like don't say it was them and let somebody else take the blame, or just let like people struggle to figure out who did it and why. Instead of just being like, okay, here's the deal, I fucked up, this is what happened, I realize now exactly where I went wrong, this is what we can do to fix it. Like, that's a much better way to handle making mistakes, in my opinion. Of course, everyone's different in what they think, and you don't have to agree with me or anything like that, but that's just how I feel about it. And because of that, I'm not against, like, being told I fucked up. You know? Like, I know some people are like, oh, I never want to hear about that. Like, yeah, it hurts. Like, it's not like I'm, like, smiling and, like, cheery about, like, hearing that I destroyed something or, like, messed up big time. Like, yeah, it still sucks. But if I know what I'm doing wrong, then I can fix it. I can work on it. I can make things better. But, like, if I don't know what's happening or, like, what's wrong, then, like, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Like, how am I supposed to ever change or get better or go anywhere with it? Like, it just, it feels like I'm stuck blindfolded with no where to go and no idea of where to go or how I would go about, like, fixing things. And so for me, if I've done something wrong, I really, really have the preference of wanting you to tell me I've done it wrong. And tell me what you'd prefer, or like give me a little bit of time to find a number of solutions for you. That's just how I like to run my life, you know? Well, when I was laid off or fired from this job, like I said, they just kind of were like, oh, at will, we're doing what we want. So there was no information. There was no reason. There wasn't any, oh, you did this wrong, or oh, you fucked this up, or oh, you leaked information, or any of that kind of bullshit. It was just, you're fired. And then they had me escorted out. And my code essentially got deleted, all the projects that I was currently working on, which really sucks, because it feels bad. Because that's like weeks of time of me working on something that you've just thrown away because you're mad at me for something. And like, I don't know, it frustrates me. It feels unfair, not to me per se, but almost to the company, because like that code is now wasted. Like, you could have still fucking used it. I don't know, it's frustrating to me. But like, the biggest thing is I just didn't know why. I didn't know where I had gone wrong, what I had done wrong, who I had upset. It was just not knowing anything. And because of that, all of my confidence just fucking disappeared. Any skill that I thought I had, I just all of a sudden was like, nope, I cannot do anything. I'm the dumbest person. I was fired because I'm bad at everything. Instead of like assuming like, oh, they're just assholes, or oh, they laid me off because they hate women, which, you know, they kind of were shit about women. It was definitely a very sexist workplace. But anyways, like those things would be an answer, and I wouldn't have been happy about it, but I would have like known why, and I think I would have felt better in a way about it. It's hard to explain. I think if you've experienced something similar, you'll know what I mean. The not knowing is what really, really fucked me up. And I have never regained my confidence from that. It's one of the reasons that I do really, really badly in interviews. Because almost instantaneously I feel like they dislike me. I've done something wrong in the interview before they've even met me, you know? Like, there's this secret about me that I don't know that makes me a bad candidate for a job. Which I know is all like irrational fear and like just absolutely absurd, but like, you tell my body that, because it doesn't understand. All it knows is it's scared, and it doesn't believe that it deserves anything good in its life. So I've had a lot of issues with my confidence throughout the years. I've had a lot of issues with feeling like I can do things. It's not like I really don't know how to explain it. It's like a very deep pain, I guess is the best way I can put it into words. Just a very deep understanding that you are not worth it. That you are somehow worse than every other person in the world. That murderers, killers, you're worse than them. And like, that's stupid, but also like how my brain like portrays myself sometimes. Especially, like I said, in interview settings, it's really bad. It's not like that's reality, obviously, it's true, but I don't know. You try to fight your brain like that, it's hard. But so, because of that, whenever there's any instability in a job, I get very stressed out. And like I said, I'm not talking about getting in trouble for doing something wrong. I'm talking about, like, if you're specifically targeted by a manager or something like that because they don't like you, that's really scary. If you're specifically, like, being told you're doing things wrong more often than you're actually doing things wrong, like they're just like calling you out for like nitpicky things. And then the big one, layoffs. Scariest shit in the world. Absolutely fucking terrifying. Absolutely terrifying. Because the thing is companies try to do this thing with layoffs that they want to try to do them very quickly, but they want them to be done in person. So they want to be told individually. They don't. Some companies, okay. Not a lot of them do that whole meeting thing where they're like, "Let me pull you all into a meeting and be like, yep, get out." For the most part, most companies actually want to do it on a one-on-one basis, and with the managers of that person doing it. But in doing that, it creates kind of a weird atmosphere because now you're in a state in which, okay, well, 1 out of the 30 people we're laying off has been laid off, and it takes a full like 10 minutes to turn off their computer or whatever, and now like I am not wearing my glasses today. No, I have a migraine, so I'm not wearing them, so don't waste your points. That's why I'm gonna lose. But like, there's that sort of gray in-between period where there's a moment where like your coworker has the ability to message you and let you know that they've been laid off, and that like starts the chaos essentially. Like now everyone knows that layoffs are occurring, but it's still in the process of layoffs. So there's this gray period of, do I still have a job? Which is awful. I don't know. I wish there was a better way to do layoffs, honestly, but also I don't like the idea of doing like an individual meeting, but I also don't like the idea of, or like a one meeting with everyone, but I also really just don't like the idea of layoffs. I think the hard part for me is like you have these executives getting paid like billions, and like you're sitting down here with the low-level people and they're like, just lay them off, we gotta save some money. And it's like, why don't you just fire that big asshole who does nothing? Because like the problem is my company has a large number of management layers. So what I mean is like, I have, I think, 4 managers above me. And like, it feels like some of them just don't do anything. So it's like annoying because like they're being paid and people who actually do shit are getting laid off, and that sucks. And I don't like it. I mean, I don't want anyone to get laid off, but if you ask me, like, I don't know, when somebody who gets paid a lot gets laid off, like, a lot of the time they get like a severance package and stuff, but like lower people, they get like shitty severance packages and they don't really have many options as far as like alternatives. And I don't know, maybe I'm just like a sucker for the little guy. I fell off the edge. But it's just hard. It sucks so much. And so yeah, my company did layoffs on Thursday, which by the way is a weird fucking day to do layoffs. I don't know, like I feel like I hated that. Because it was, like I said, it was Thursday, so we still had Friday ahead of us, and then it was Thursday morning, so like, I don't know, I feel like I couldn't get anything done. Like, how am I supposed to work when I'm not sure if I'm gonna be laid off in 10 minutes? I don't know, like, that shit's hard. It's hard and scary, and I just felt like I was dying all of Thursday. And then they were like, yeah, we'll do the tech team specific meeting to discuss it with them, but we're still doing layoffs in other departments. And so like, okay, well I know I'm not gonna lose my job, but I don't know if like the people that I work with on a daily basis that are now like friends, if they're gonna lose their jobs. You know? And I think, oh gosh, let me see how many it was. It was, so 2 people from my team, 1 person above me, 3 people from our QA team. Like, it was like a big group of people. Like, we lost a lot of people. And then there was some other people on our team too. It just, basically, it seems it was like 30% of the company. Or like 30% of tech. I don't know. I don't remember which one it was. One of those. Either way, 30%'s a big fucking number. So yeah, I've been a little stressed. And like I said, I didn't lose my job. I'm still employed, but it doesn't make me feel better. It's like for anyone who's been through layoffs, there's this intense survivor's guilt. Well, if you have emotions and you're a big baby like I am, then there's this intense survivor's guilt that's real fucking hard to deal with. And I'm also like a very, I don't know. I don't know. I don't want to like use a specific word to refer to this because it makes me feel like stupid. It feels very like hippie-esque. But like I definitely am a person who empathizes with people too much. And so like I will cry aggressively because somebody else lost their job. And like it just sucks. It just sucks so much. So I just was like a big old fucking mess on Thursday. And then Friday, they were like, okay, well now take all the tickets of the people who were just laid off. Okay, well now basically you're telling me that my workload's gonna drastically increase. And then we had this meeting where they're like trying to tell us that that's not the case, but they're also like, but we're gonna have to meet our deadlines. And it's like, it just feels shit because like I know they're trying to like make us feel better with lies, and I don't like that. I don't know. It just sucks a lot. This guy's gonna for sure kill me if he does not die right now. Okay. It just sucks. I hate layoffs. I hate that feeling. I hate the emotions. I hate seeing people have to find new jobs. And especially right now, the mortgage industry specifically is like going through a very rough time. Rates are kind of really shitty. And like the housing market is like in a weird place. So it's not a great job to, not a great time to work in my job. And that means that there's not many options for the people who just got laid off. There's no openings for them. And that makes me so sad. Because like I also know the intense like anxiety and stress around not having a job and looking for one for months. You know, like it's not easy. It's never fun. Like it sucks. And then like I can't help but like question if I'm going to die right here. Yeah. If I'm going to lose my job. You know? And then even if I don't lose my job, do I want to keep working in a job that's so unstable? I don't know. I don't know. So I started looking around just to see what's out there. And like I have the same crisis every time I look for a job. So I don't know. I have a wide variety of experience in jobs. But I still don't actually know what I want to do. Like I don't know what I want to do when I grow up, old lady says. But honestly, yeah, I don't know what I want to do. On fire. Run away. I don't know what I want to do when I grow up. I've like I said, I've done so many different things. I feel like I enjoy a lot of different things, but I don't enjoy, sorry, one second. Okay, sorry. Somehow a mosquito made it into my home and I needed to commit the murder. Anyways, I don't know. I enjoy a lot of different hobbies, but finding a job, finding something that I want to do forever is really hard. And then especially once you've made a certain amount of money, like at a job, like you get paid a certain rate, it is very hard to change to a job where you may be getting paid less. Because it feels like you're a failure all of a sudden. Even though you're still great and nothing's really actually changed about your skills or anything like that, it still feels like you're failing your family, you're letting everyone down because you're no longer making that huge amount that you were. Even if you might be happier, it's still really difficult to choose money, happiness, which one's most important, essentially. And so like, I don't know. I don't know how I ever feel about it. It's like such a gray area, I feel like, that I just don't know what I want to feel about it, I think. Like, I don't know. I'm just kind of babbling now, I'm sorry. It's just, I looked at some jobs, I looked at stuff that I like doing. It's not, it's hard, because like, there's nothing that really fits me. I feel like I need like a really weird fucking job. Something that like most people don't do. Something that I can get paid okay for, but is just like, I don't know, something that some people don't like doing, requires like somebody with my specific personality. I want the perfect job for me, basically. And I don't know how to get that, or like what it would even be, what it would even entail. And so like I was trying to sit and like think of, I wouldn't call them my strengths, but like the things that I enjoy and like the stuff that I'm, I don't know, good-ish at, and like how I feel about those things. And like what I would do, and look at like available jobs right now, and it's hard. I don't know. I just don't know. I like so many things. I'm good at a lot of things, but I don't necessarily have a ton of like work experience in all of those things. And a lot of jobs just require a lot of work experience. And like that's hard because, you know, how you get work experience if you can't work a job? I don't know. You know, it's that sort of trap feeling where it's like, I can't get a job, but I can't work a job, or I can't get a job because I don't have a job. I can't get a job to have a job because I can't get a job. It's just a loop. Everything's just a shitty loop. And that's kind of like where I feel like I end up a lot of the time, is just stuck in a shitty loop of not really having a good option of what to do. Chest over there, I should get it before I go. I don't know, it just sucks. It's a lot of sucking. It's a lot of shit. I like really just don't know what I should do with my life. I just want to be happy and enjoy every day. And I just don't know if I can do that working. Like that sounds like a childish statement, but like how do I be happy but also have job and get paid? You know? I think that's why a lot of people like look towards like YouTube as options, because they just want to be happy in life, and it's no longer easy to be happy in life. A lot of being happy in life is feeling stable. Jobs are no longer stable. Companies no longer care for you like family, even though they use that line of like bullshit to try and like make you feel important. Because that was the other thing. In the layoff meeting, they were like, we're like family. And I was like, you just fucking took people's livelihood a moment ago, and you're gonna come in here and be like, we're family. Oops. Like, what the fuck, sir? That's not okay. So yeah, I don't know. It's hard. Things are not simple and they're not straightforward, and it's not as easy as just going out and like applying to someplace and getting a job. I don't know. I don't know what I want from life is like the hard thing. Where do I want to be? Who do I want to be? How do I want to live? I don't remember what that does. I don't know if I want that. I just want to be happy. Like I said, I want to find a job that I really enjoy doing. It's hard because, like, I do actually enjoy my current job. I like programming, but I like the programming that I'm doing right now. The programming that I'm doing right now is like a lot of small projects and a lot of troubleshooting. It's not full development. So it's not like developing this giant, huge new thing. It's a lot of like adding small pieces here and there, making things that currently exist work better, stuff like that. So it's not, it's a lot of variety, I think, is the main like thing is. It's a lot of different stuff without getting stuck on one type of thing, which is what I think I enjoy about it. I don't want to work on one thing for months and months and months and years and years and years. I like change. I like variety. I like to be challenged on a regular basis. Working on one programming project for a long period of time doesn't necessarily provide that in the same way as like what I'm currently doing. Because what I'm currently doing is like semi-support, semi-new development sort of thing. Because I support the existing stuff. I'll assist if there's something in production that's not functioning as intended. And then I'll develop new solutions for business requests. So the business will ask for something, and I will figure out the best way to do it and implement it. But because we're building off of an existing platform, a lot of what I do is small. The normal is that like I can finish my code within a week or so. I had to scratch my face and I started to die. Instead of it taking months. And that's my preference. That's how I prefer it to be. I like having a lot of shorter projects. I like that there's variety. I like that I can bounce between multiple tickets at a time. If I get stuck on one or if I get bored with one, I can just go to one of my other tickets and work on it for that day and then switch back to the other ticket the next day. There's that flexibility and sort of, it just allows me to try things and do what I want in the day. I don't feel like stuck doing one thing. I feel like I have a lot of options on what I can work on. I hope that makes sense. So I like that. But like, I don't know, it's hard to look at the world and say like, what would I be good at besides what I'm currently doing that kind of works like what I'm currently doing? Because it's not always that cut and dry when you're looking for a job. And like, I don't know. The stuff that I'm doing is kind of weird compared to like a normal person. I feel like that's not a job that's like super common. And I'm developing in another software, so it's not like I'm doing straight fresh code. I'm building on existing code that I am very familiar with the base product. So like, I don't know. There's like the question of would I need to know a completely new system in order to like do the same job with a different software? And the answer is probably yeah. And like, I don't know. I learn really quickly, so it's not like it would be the end of the world and it would take me forever to learn a new system. But when you're looking for a job, they want you to already know their systems. So like, it's not like I can apply for the job and then learn it on the job. They want me to know it ahead of time. And I'm not gonna like go and work and like learn this whole new system outside of the job for there to be a possibility that I won't get the job. So it kind of like puts you in a place where it's like super disadvantaged. What choices do we have? What would work best here? And there's not a ton of options of what works best. It's a lot of, I don't know, maybe that'll work, you know? And so like, it's hard. I also feel like I just don't want to, like I said, I don't want to go back to like full development of where I'm working on like large scale projects for long periods of time, where it's like all straight C#. Like methods, functions, like the whole 9 yards, very in-depth development. I like this like sort of almost like top level development that I've been doing, where it's yeah, I do code, but it's I don't know. I don't know how to put words into words, you know? I don't know how to explain it very well without, like, fully being like, oh, this is the job that I do. My boss will find me now. It's just hard to explain. And, like, I don't know. Basically, I'm an admin of a specific product. A specific program, a software. But the problem is that the software is mortgage software. So it's completely unstable. So it's only used in the mortgage industry. So it's not like I can work on this software in a non-mortgage company. So yeah, it's kind of difficult. It puts me in a difficult position of not being able to really have options. So like I said, I don't know. I don't want to go back to regular programming. Not because I like hate it or anything like that. It's mainly just, I don't know. There's so much that I didn't like about it. There's so many problems that I had when doing it. So much like hate geared towards me just because of like my gender or how I approached issues. I tend to be like a little bit more outgoing than most programmers. Not that I'm like super outgoing, I'm still like a huge introvert, but like more so than the standard, I guess you could say. And that's good and that's bad. It's good because I work well with clients and I can get a lot more information out of them in like what they're looking for and developing like what they actually need. But it's bad in the fact that then it makes it very difficult for me to work with the other developers because they feel slighted for some reason. Because they feel like I'm trying to make them look bad, which is dumb. I'm not. I'm just trying to exist, you know? But I don't know. People feel threatened sometimes and it's not purposeful, and I don't think they're bad people for it either. But I do think it puts me in a bad position, and I don't want to live in that. You know, that's a lot of stress. That's a lot to put up with, and I don't want that anymore, basically. I'm done living that life. I'm done feeling that way at my job. I want to feel confident. I want to feel like I'm doing a good job, and I want to feel like people rely on me and trust my opinions. I want to feel like they believe in me. Right now at my current job, fuck, I died. Rips, we'll play one more. Right now at my current job, I do feel like that. I think we'll still play another monsoon. I really want to beat it, but I'm just fucking around too much. I know it's all about speed, but I want the items. But at my current job, I do feel like that. I feel like they trust me, they believe in me, they listen to my opinions and my standpoints. They listen to my feedback and my reasoning for things that I say. Like, it's not just oh, Jessie says she can't do it. It's, okay, well, Jessie says she can't do it because of these factors. This would be an alternative option that might fit your needs. Let's discuss it, you know? Like, there's more to it. I don't know. It's really just the stability issue that I dislike. And I've even become like another expert in like this other specialized software that they use. And like, I don't know, I could do that, but like, do I want to do that? I don't know. It's just hard. I almost want to go into a job that's more artistic again. But like, I don't have anything I need for it. I don't have the degree, I don't have the portfolio, I don't have the skills. I kind of suck at art now. Like, it's been years since I've really like drawn anything of value. I just haven't been putting in the time and effort that I used to. Where are all these monsters? Hello? I would like to kill you, please. Give me your money. But I don't know, and then I still kind of want to become a veterinarian, but like the cost involved with my student loans currently and the idea of taking out more student loans is really stressful. I do not know how I could do that. Like, I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can bring myself to it. Like, I know vets are in like high demand right now too, but is that gonna change? Like, am I gonna suddenly be in a position where like everyone went to vet school because they realized that vets were in demand and now like there's no demand for them? Like, I don't know. Or are people suddenly not gonna have dogs as pets anymore? Like, it's hard to say. And then like it's even the time frame. Okay, when would I go to school and when would I work? Like, I'd still have to work full time. Otherwise, like, I wouldn't be able to continue affording living and my medical expenses. So like, realistically, like, what are my options? I don't know. It's hard. It feels like I am backed into a corner with no choice. But I also still have my job. It's not like I was fired or anything that I like have to find a new job. It's just I don't feel like my job is stable enough for me to rely on it 100%. Like, I feel like I have no choice but to start looking in order to protect the longevity of my bank account. Because otherwise, like, you know, I'm fucked. But I just don't know. I don't know what I want to do with my life. I like making things. I like troubleshooting. I like investigating issues. I like talking to people. I like teaching people stuff. I really, really do not like professional attire. I don't think I could ever work in an office job where I'm required to wear professional attire ever again. It just is the most uncomfortable thing, and it ruins the job for me. I don't know, that sounds like a whiny little bitch thing, but like, honestly, I remember how difficult it made it to work. Just like, the clothes were uncomfortable, I felt uncomfortable, it made me stressed and like upset, which made me like do worse at my job. Like, I don't know, it just, it was an all-around negative for me. I don't know. I guess, like, I really don't know what I could do or what I should do. I don't want to move. Like, that's one big thing, is I would prefer to have a remote job. But, like, a lot of companies are starting to move away from remote again. Which doesn't make sense to me because they found, like, remote was more productive because people tended to work more and there was more flexibility with jobs because then people could, like, take 10 minutes to like take their kid to school. Families seem happier and all these things, but then companies are like, nah, we have to make them sad. They should be unhappy. Why would we allow them to like enjoy time with their children? Disgusting. So like, I don't know. I just don't even know what I'd be good at anymore. Am I even good at anything? Who knows? I don't know. It's really hard. It feels like I need to make a decision in order to make sure my life is okay. But I feel like I don't know how to make the decision, and I don't know where to even start thinking about it or like figuring it out. Like, do I pay $40 for one of those online career tests? Like, is that an actual thing that will help me? Like, how do I know what I want to do? How do I find the perfect job for me? Like, is there anyone to tell me? Is there anyone to help me? Like, can I do like a trial period? I don't know. Like, I feel like I'd be really good at a game dev QA. Because like I would be able to give suggestions to make things better, and I would like have code experience to actually know like what I'm talking about, and I would have game experience because I play games constantly and a wide variety of games. But like, did you know in order to be a game dev QA, it looks like you have to have released a game on like the Play Store. Because like the I think it was 3 jobs that I found as game QA. They required you to have released a game on the Play Store, and I'm like, okay, well, never mind. I thought like I'd be like a special case of being good at QA because I had experience, but it actually seems like they want you to be a game developer to be able to be QA, and I don't know. Wouldn't you want to make games then instead of doing QA? I don't understand. So yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's so hard in this world to find a job and to find something that you want to do forever and to find something that pays you enough to live off of, and it feels shitty. It feels so shitty. I just wanna be happy, you know? Where are the monsters? Hello? Did I break the game? No. Okay, there they are. But anyways, yeah, no, really, I just want to find something that I can enjoy. I just want to be able to be less depressed in my life. And I don't know how to do that. I just don't feel like it's easy, and I don't feel like there's any good resources for figuring that out. I mean, even when I was in school, it was like they gave me like a piece of paper and were like, write down what you want to do with your life, and it's like, I don't know, and it was like, well, figure it out. And it's like, how do you even, as a kid, decide how you're gonna spend the rest of your life? Like, how do you decide, how do you figure it out? How do you even know what jobs are available? I don't know, I feel like as a kid I didn't realize like all of the different jobs that were available, or all of the different options that were available for like working. I just thought that it was like retail, office, I don't know, schools. I thought those were like the 3 main job titles, like, and then office jobs, I didn't really have a concept of like what that meant, or like what you'd actually be doing. It was just like, you are in an office, you hold papers, you type at computer. What does that mean? IDK. So like, I don't know. How am I supposed to find what I want to do with life? I really do wish there was some like good way to figure out like the best career for you as a person. Something realistic and feasible, because like, I don't know. I feel like right now it's just everyone for themselves, you know? I'm just here struggling, trying not to die in both this game and in real life. But maybe I'll figure it out. I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions of things you think I'd be good at, let me know. Because I don't know. Man, so depressing. I wasn't having like the best week before that anyways either. I've been like trying to ramp up my working out and like eating healthy. I mean, I already do a really good job, but like, I don't know. I'm not losing weight as quickly as I'd like to, which is something that everyone says every day of their lives. And I'm upset about it. And I want to lose more weight and be better looking. But I don't know what to do except cry and cry harder. So that's what I'm doing, because I'm crying and I'm trying harder. So yeah, we'll see, but like, I don't know. Okay, die, wandering vagrant, please. Oh, I missed. I hit the wrong thing. Fuck me. And we're dead again. That sucks. Rips McGee, man. Rips McGee. It looks like I killed it as it killed me too. That's oof. It's a real big sad game there. I'm trying to decide if I want to play another one. I kind of don't. I kind of want to just go and relax and, I don't know, play some farming game somewhere. What should I do? Yeah, I think I'm probably gonna call it. I think because of how rough my week has been, I just kind of want to like not worry about anything anymore. Like I said, I'm still trying to figure out what I want to do with my life. I don't know. I'm old. I'm over 30. I'm an adult. I don't have any kids. I have 4 dogs. I have 2 chinchillas, and I have a big fish tank and a koi pond. And I need to keep those things alive and here. And in order to do that, I need to have a job. And in order to have a job, I need to be happy. Because if I'm not happy, then I'm probably just dead. No, I'm not gonna do work if I'm not happy. I don't know. That sounds like a shitty, like a hot take kind of thing, but I don't want to work a job where I'm not happy and I hate it. I want to work a job where I can survive every day and feel okay functioning. So, I don't know. I'm gonna continue to look at like weird jobs. Like I said, I saw the game dev QA seems interesting, but like finding an opportunity that doesn't require you to have released a friggin' game will be my like trouble point there. I thought about doing some work with like accessibility software. So I might look into that a little bit and see what I can do there. I don't know. I almost want to like start making crafts and see if I could just become like an Etsy seller and like be chill about life instead of having to like constantly be stressed. Not that necessarily that's going to be like a chill life, but what I mean is like having a backup, and that would be like doing it while I'm currently working my regular job. And then like if I lose my regular job, I'll have a buffer period, you know, so I won't feel as much anxiety. It's kind of bullshit that in today's world, a lot of people are forced to have 2, 3, 4 jobs in order to like get by and actually like be able to afford food and groceries and rent and everything, all of those things. Like that's fucking bullshit. But anyways, I don't know. I want to do so many things. I really, really want to do so many things. But I feel like I'm one of those people who's like a jack of all trades, but a master of none. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. I mean, I think the fact that I have like such a wide variety of knowledge means that I can utilize my knowledge in a really interesting way, where like others wouldn't necessarily think of utilizing it in that way. And I think that works really well for me. I really like that part of myself. But again, like I said, it means that I'm not a master of any of my trades. So when looking for a job, there's like a difficult hurdle that I have to get over to be able to like get in the door. But like every job I've had since the one that I was fired from, they've been really happy to have me and I've done a really good job. All of them I have left in order to make more money. None of them have been jobs that I have gotten fired from or anything like that. So like, I know that I'm doing a good enough job that companies are happy to have me working there. But like, it's just that, I don't know, the mortgage industry is too volatile and I don't want to live in that. And I want to make sure that I'm stable and protect myself from future trouble, because I don't need to not have a job and be depressed. Like that's the last thing I want, you know? So I don't know. If you guys have any suggestions for jobs that I might enjoy or I might be good at, feel free to let me know. Put them in the comments on the YouTube video. If you guys haven't seen, I do have a YouTube channel. Make sure to subscribe there because that's where I post all my VODs. You can watch my videos after they're gone from my Twitch. My username there is Jessie-Loser, so it should be pretty easy to find me, but you can also find the link in the, I don't know, somewhere here on my Twitch. I think it's at the bottom somewhere. You'll find it. You have eyes. But yeah, you can find my videos there. Let me know what you think I'd be good at, if I'd be good at anything. And we'll probably talk more about it tomorrow. I'm gonna keep looking at job postings today, and kind of see what I can possibly do. Because the other thing is, if I find a job that I'm very interested in and it requires me to learn something new, that might be something that we can do together, where I can stream us learning it. I think that would be a fun teaching thing to kind of share knowledge and, you know, kind of play the game of learning stuff, but also streaming like I regularly do. But yeah, we'll see. I think that might happen with the accessibility software because I think it's a really interesting viewpoint. And I do really think that accessibility is a really important part of today's world that we need to put more focus in, that we're not currently putting a lot of focus in. So, I mean, I think I would enjoy doing something with that, but it's just a question of what. I would like to do game accessibility because there are not a ton of accessible video games, but the ones that are out there are like very interesting. So like I'd love to do that. But yeah, I don't know. There's so many different options. I have like I said, I have a weird amount of knowledge in like weird subjects. I know a lot about animals. I know a lot about mortgage software. I know a lot about game development, about art, illustration, graphic design, making clay figures. Fuck, what else, man? Paper crafting. Very useful knowledge. Packaging design. Like, I don't know, guys. I know lots of weird shit. But yeah. Hopefully I'll be able to find my dream job one day. But until then, I will be here streaming every weekend. So I will see you guys tomorrow. I love you guys. Bye.